Hello everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to my campaign on From the Depths. As I mentioned last time, this episode I'm going to be moving forward into the Deep Water Guard territory, trying to find a few more resource deposits and hopefully stopping those fleets that are coming after me, including the angry chickens which caused so many problems last time. My ship's been completely fixed. It's minus those AA guns. I took those out at the end of last episode. And other than that, I haven't actually modified this ship since last time you saw it. Let's turn the oil drills off now, so that way they won't go and glitch with these long what's the word I'm looking for? These long tethers to the actual drill heads. Because I'm going to be moving out very soon. But while I'm doing that, I'm moving into enemy territory. There's also some modifications I'm going to start doing to this particular ship. Let's get symmetry on, thank you. First things first, these vertical launch missile tubes. I'm actually going to take them out. I know that this may seem like a bit of a silly idea, but I honestly am a little bit tired of having it popping up saying, "Hey, you're controlling this missile. AI wants this missile," whenever I'm in control of the ship. Yes, I could take the sane option and actually remove the control system or move to an actual bridge of some sort, but nah, why would I do that? Instead I'm just going to tear it out because I want to replace this system with something a little more effective. In my solo campaign I've been working on a new ship called the Razorback Mark II. I know this is not exactly relevant to this campaign, but I'm mentioning it because I'm going to transplant the main weapon system of the Razorback, which is a very heavy missile system, and use it to replace these systems I'm now tearing out. And now I'm going to tell my ship that I wanted to wander off over that way. And off it goes. We're underway! The Locust is moving under its own command for the first time in this campaign. And it's... what the heck is it doing? I get the feeling it doesn't steer properly anymore, because it was just listing around rather awkwardly when it tried to turn. That is something I've been meaning to fix, but yeah, anyway. Back to upping the guns on this thing. Give back mirror mode, thank you. Right. Now, this new missile system has been giving me a bit of a conundrum, because I'm trying to decide exactly how I want to do it. And my solution has been to either tear off this central turret here, which is my mid-range system at the moment, but I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to space the new missile system out to either side of this part here. Which means I need some beams, just like this. It's not ideal, but hey, nothing about this entire build is ideal. This ship is extremely non-ideal, in the nicest possible terms. Why am I talking about nicest possible terms? It is actually a very bad design. I'm not very happy with it overall. So is that enough? That should be enough. Yeah, that should be fine. Now then, turn off mirror mode, because we're heading straight for that, aren't we? Anyway, let's load up a Razorback turret for the right side of the ship. Now, there's a reason why it's left and right side versions. Because they don't really fit otherwise. You'll see why in a moment when I spawn it. Let's see, spawn that. And there we go. This is actually a turret. It is a massive missile turret. Spawning 12, length 11 missiles in one go. And of course there is still the one on the other side of the ship as well. So let's get that in. Select my other one, Razorback left. And as you can see, that's just a mirror image. Originally, I've compared the size of the two, and the Razorback is actually the size of the original Locust, roughly, in terms of how long it is. But this is its main weapon system. Long-range, heavy-hitting missiles. They go out to 2.5 kilometers. And they're very good against surface and large ships. Fortresses, buildings, aircraft, stuff like that. The only stuff they can't really do much to is enemy submarines, because they aren't fitted for underwater targeting. But yeah, that's my new weapon system that's now going in. I'm going to also link it to a new sub-AI, because I want this thing to go after different targets from the rest of the weapon systems. That's the point there, isn't it? Yep, local weapon controller. Unfortunately, because I spread them out, that means I need to put in 2 weapon controllers. Not quite as ideal. But yeah, maximum range is 2500. Pretty long. And I still don't want it to go after sub, so I won't target anything below -5. Just like that. Yeah. Now then, I mentioned that I'm going to connect this to a sub-AI. So that means I need some more AI connection options. I could go with wireless, but they're 210 each. Instead, I'm going to go with... I'm going to see what these connectors do. 80. 80, 160, 240, 320. Yep, it'll be cheaper to just connect it using these things. I'm just going to plug them straight into the middle here. And plug in a new AI mainframe. Smack in the middle. So there we go. The entire thing is set. Except for the targeting card, it just needs one targeting card. I'm going to pull out that central support column there. Give me a front and back card, thank you, and a target prioritization card. Now, this particular one, I want it to go after the biggest targets it can see, so I've just turned that up to maximum. What the heck is it doing? Right. Yeah, this thing is not really balanced properly, it looks like. Not even sure what it's doing. But yeah, that's a new heavy weapon system installed to either side of the main weapon system. So that should be pretty good. Yeah, I need this weapon system so they won't turn all the way back anymore, because there's now something right behind them. So I think 90... 100... 135, I think, is the furthest I want them to turn. Yeah, 135. That way they won't turn more far enough to actually start hitting that thing over there. I'll just modify this one the same way. Perfect. Now I have a new longer range weapon system installed, and this ship is crashing into something. What the hell? Full forward, thank you. You are an idiot, you can't steer. I need to investigate now exactly why the hell it's turning so badly. Right, I think it's probably a centre of mass problem. Where's the centre of mass? I didn't mean to clog this entire episode up with... Why is it hesitating again? Has it just spawned an AI fleet or something? I don't know. Anyway, the centre of mass is here. And it is applying turning force quite a bit lower. Okay, yeah, that's the problem right there. Because it's turning so hard, it's not really managing to turn at all. Right, I better fix that and remount some of the stuff. Going to be a quick, simple fix this. I'm actually going to breach this compartment here. Am I in mirror mode? Am I in mirror mode? I am not in mirror mode. Okay. Mirror mode, that's... I'm going to tear out these side panels here, because I'm going to... There we go. Right, I'm tearing out the side panels because I'm going to mount in some big propellers here. Am I about to collide with that? Maybe. God, this isn't working well. Okay. I'm going to tear off these big thrusters underneath, and I'm going to mount them up here instead. That way, if it really starts listing, it will actually, hopefully, start to turn properly. But this is obviously less than ideal. Can you actually turn properly? Kinda. Turning's improved. Sort of. Yeah, you can see how this is a kind of a hodgepodge affair, isn't it? Right. Now then, next order of business. I'm going to install some electric engines in the back of the ship. What is it even doing now? Come on, what the hell? Right. I'm going to install some electric engines in the back. Why? Because, as I saw in the last fight, the ship has a habit of breaking down whenever it has its main engines blown out. So I'm going to install a whole load of battery packs in here, just like this. Connect them to some electric engines, like so. Not connected, right? That is connected. Okay. And it's currently supplying charge, which it shouldn't be. I need battery chargers. So that they're all connected. Okay, and I need some generators so that they'll actually do some charging, which might help. Right, yeah, that looks fine. Okay. God, this thing's turning awkwardly. Anyway, yeah. What else was I doing? I'm thinking about modifying it so that this this main radar actually flips down when it gets into combat. Depends if there's control for the automated control blocks. I don't want to be messing around with that, so I'll just check this one. Is there something for the control spin blocks? Right. I'm probably going to cut some of this out because I'm not having much luck working this thing out. Spin blocks. Rotate. Oh wait, here we go. Rotate to set degrees. Okay, yeah. I'm going to use that to modify the main radar turret, radar mast, to actually drop it into a horizontal position whenever there's combat going on. So it's better protected and won't get hit by stray missile fire. I think that's fine, that. God, I've been babbling for 17 minutes. Okay. And lastly, this forward missile pod, I'm actually going to take this entire thing off it, because I'm not happy with it at all, and it's not really doing much. I'm just going to gut the entire missile system out. I mean, I know I said I want this thing for close range stuff, and yeah, I tried to. But it's not really any good at all. Oops, that's actually taking it all out. Take that one out, take out the controls. Okay, that's now just a section of forward hull. And that's just been... I've been talking and building this entire session so far. While the ship... What is it doing now? Forwards, you ninny. Forwards. Thank you. The ship really doesn't respond too well, does it? Okay. Right. Heck with this. I'm going to take this out onto the map. I've not got very far in that time, despite the speed of the ship, because it just doesn't control it well at all. So I'm just going to pull it out of play and move it over there. Accelerate time. Oh, enemy force. Okay. 16,000 blocks, that's fine. Let's get into this and see and show you the new weapon system. Yeah, you can see what it's doing, just an absolute ton of large missiles flying out. Mind you, the enemy's already dead, so it doesn't really matter much. That was a complete waste of time. I'll come back when I've actually got something decent for you to see, instead of me thrashing some random opponent. Yep, I'll see you soon. And welcome back. What I have right now for you is an attack on an enemy fortress just up ahead. But I thought I'd pause before then, because apart from a couple of really small enemy fights in the meantime, I have actually made a bit of an upgrade to the Locust. Well, two upgrades actually. The first one is, well, these turrets, I forgot when I put them on, and credits to you if you spotted this when I did that, but the beams are needed to stop the turrets from actually pointing downwards into my ship and pumping missiles into the sides of my own craft, which they did during the first fight before I put on these scaffolds here to actually stop them from turning out of place. Something I kind of forgot to do before that. I've also taken off the anti-aircraft missile turrets that I had there. Missile turret, just missile system in general. And I've rerouted the AI controls for these big missiles. And I think you can see why. Because I have actually modified my central mass now. It's taller than it was. The radar dish is about the same size, but as you can see, I've got a nice bit of range here. And I can see a strength 77 over there. So I'm going to be looping around here to try and get to that for a decent fight. But first off, I've got this fortress here, which is only sitting on a crystal resource deposit. Not too good. And then just bash my way through here. But before we get into the heat of a fight, I'm going to show you what this collapsing tower actually does. So let's find the two control blocks in this side of the ship. This one sets it to 0 if the enemy is further away than 5,000 meters. So that's the one that sets it upright. But this is the one that sets it down to 90 degrees. Yeah, look at that. The turret has tucked itself down into a much more defensible position. I could actually put some shields to cover this thing, if I wanted to now. And as you probably saw at the front there, this armoured cover has shifted here to actually protect the exposed underside of the central tower. And just give it a bit more endurance against any kind of attack. So that's why the base is heavy metal construction, just to protect it. While the back is just all the way back there. I think it's rather nice. And if I take the control block here, set that one to go, and look. The entire thing has just reoriented itself again. So if any hostile comes within combat range, that should flip down automatically now, just like the two mayflies on the back will launch themselves if an enemy gets too close. And it will revert to its normal posture whenever it's safe to do so. I've not fitted a control room, so that is something I need to do, but I'll do that some other time. For now, it's time to just throttle up. Oh, this thing tips so much now when I do that. Just throttle up. Show the game that this thing can still actually go quickly. Whee! This is a speedboat now. Oh. Maybe too much of one. Yep, too much of one. Ah. Okay, that's not good. It's now too light at the front end, apparently. And that's after I installed some those engines in the back there to give it some backup power. So, oh dear. This thing can't go full speed anymore. Which is a shame. Top speed 39 though, that's actually improved. So I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But, yep, let's just get this thing out and make a note not to throttle it up to full power when I'm actually in it. Because that could be bad. Oh, why are you going backwards? Okay, let's just go into this fortress now and blow it to hell, then move on to this strength 25 if there's more than a couple of opponents. It won't take very long. Yes, I want to fight. Go ahead. Just show me this fortress that's about to go bye-bye. Yep, see, there goes the turret. Here goes all of these long-range missiles and things. What is that? It's oh, it's a little pirate base. And it's kind of going to hell already. That looks pretty nice then, actually. Got a whole bunch of cannons on it. But here comes the big missiles. Yep, look at that. Just look at that. Those things have 5 warheads each. They're doing a ton of damage. And all that's just a single volley as well. From those 2 turrets I installed. And look at this fortress. It's been absolutely reduced to shreds. It's already 2 damage. It's already spawning out. The second volley is only just launching. That's why there's so many, because it's it takes them so long to reload. But yeah, that's kind of what this thing packs now in terms of firepower. This match will be over any second. There it goes. And then this radar tower should just pop straight back up. Any second then. Come on. You know you want to. Okay. It didn't pop back up the way it's supposed to. Let's have a look. If enemy range is greater than 5,000, then rotate to 0. Yeah, that should do it. Off it goes. Don't know why that didn't work. It should have done. I mean, as you can see, the ship already recalled its 2 support fighters, and it works on exactly the same function. So that shouldn't have had a problem. Oh well, moving on. I'll get back to you as soon as I've got another fight. Yep, that's kind of dead in the water now, or in the air or whatever. Well, this is going to be a lag fest. Got another angry chicken. Lovely. Definitely going to record this entire fight, but oh wow, a couple of missiles just connecting. It's already got. Wow. Yeah, those enhanced missiles are definitely doing the job. Okay, chicken. Eat this. Let's see you survive this lot. Yep, don't think you're going to survive that lot at all. Oh wow, that was a bit of... Oh dear. Wow. Okay, the entire thing just went kaboom, apparently. Oh wait, it's up there. What? How did it get up there? Yeah, this is what I meant before when I said in the comments that I think the angry chicken is responsible for a lot of the lag when I face it, and I think that pretty much proves it. It's never done that with anything else I've fought before. I mean, look at that thing. It's still coming apart at the seams, and it's... I'm not sure what's going on with that thing. Oh, now it's saying it's too damaged. Okay. Yeah, I can believe that. Third volley incoming, and it's already gone. Yeah, that's the power of the V2's rocket system. Sorry, Mark II rocket system. Because it's just... It tears large ships apart very quickly. Now, there should be a flying squirrel around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yep, I think this fight's done. Yep, that just blew the engine off. This fight's definitely done. That's one of the things I like about the this weapon system. Oh, there's still the stuff for the chicken. But yeah, this the Razorback's weapon systems, it tips back like that if it's targeting something behind, and so it kind of goes into a vertical launch mode. It's kind of cool, really. At least I think so. I've also not managed to... I've not managed to work out why the radar mast isn't going back up in the same way that it recalls my fighters. So instead it's got a timer. It tries to raise it every 15 seconds. There it goes. It's not ideal, but it does the job. If there's still an enemy in range, it just locks it back down again. Wow. Look at this. Just pieces of the chicken floating in the air. Anyway, the reason I started talking again back into this, that was a fight against another chicken, which went down so much faster than the first one with this new weapon system. Though I did get kind of a little bit of damage, nothing like as much. I think there's another enemy fleet over there. Yes, there is. I've squandered into enemy territory. Anyway, the reason I've done this is I'm changing plans. I'm not going to go as I originally planned and go up around there to deal with that high pocket there. I'm actually heading towards Janwall because... just slow me down. Because I saw the angry chicken fleet spawn out of here and move off up in this direction to my northwest to reinforce somewhere else. So that means the enemy's headquarters has got to be somewhere in Janwall. So I'm going to move there next time and flatten the place so that they don't spawn any more nasties on me. So yeah, that's the plan. I think I've gone just over half an hour. What's that? Strength 55 in 5. Not too worried about that. Yeah, it's just a bunch of light craft, really. So yeah, I'll deal with these guys. Then next session, it's onwards into the Janwall looking for the enemy headquarters. This is Iron Mark 3, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you some other time.